Worth waiting on.
I've got the backpack here.
Great stuff.
So, Fungisaurs is an entertainment developer. We're a game developer, but we're tackling it on a little differently. The main thing that's wrong with games, and Marco hit on it, is the retention. Even with devices, it's how do you keep people going, and also how do you acquire new people, especially younger people. Like Magic Kids is dealing with this. Kids who long for games to connect with friends and play outdoors in nature. So we think that answer is low-cost collectible toys. I'm a sculptor, I work at Nickelodeon, I wanted to make my own IP and I wanted to make an impact, so I was like, how do I do it? Kickstarter, we made a bunch of toys. And then, how do you take it to the next level? You make them AR. And this is where I think AR technology really can shine. And this is one thing I'm gonna challenge everyone here, is to think about what's really possible with AR and spatial. And I'm gonna tell you what we're doing here. So here's the tech speak, of why the low-cost collectibles are a good angle, but I want to tell you more about digital experiences, blending the physical and digital. So Fungisaurs are our original eco characters. They're dinosaurs and mushrooms. And I'm going to get into this. It wasn't made on a mushroom trip. It was made as a sculptor because I wanted to find something organic and cool, and then I did. And then I was like, wait, fungi have been around for 3 billion years. They're cleaning up the environment. They're growing in Fukushima Daiichi reactors, soaking up radiation right now. There's so much I can do with an eco-character brand, teaching kids about rewilding, teaching kids about what we can do to make an impact. So I started with the toys, and we've done 13,000 units sold. That's a lot for a small indie toy company without any marketing budget. They're mystery box toys, so you don't know which one you're going to get, 8 different characters. Whichever one you do get, you get to bring them to life in AR. You can collect them like a little nest, but then also have AR experiences. So I want to hit on how big the toy market is. It's massive, all right? It's a lot. This is 141 with a B. And then mobile games is massive too. But it's not just mobile AR. We're trying to build an entertainment IP, and that's why I haven't gone to sell to toys, to Hasbro, to Mattel. They'll buy it for $5 million valuation, and I'm out, it's done, right? I want to scale. I want to find the right investor that gets this is going to be 100, 200 mil, and then exit. We've done mystery box size, like I said. I mean, there's awards, but I care more about what the kids are saying. We have a lot of returning kids, want to keep coming back. Again, 6 to 11 age range, older collectors as well. When the pandemic happened, people were happy to stay at home with their Fungisaurs and interact with their virtual pets. Imagine the next generation of virtual pet, the new Tamagotchi spatially. That's what I want to make. So using cutting-edge 3D object scanning to unlock and augment the toys, you line up the offline, toy pops out, you start interacting with it. You can pet them, water them. Now we've also unlocked image tracking with cards, combined with the object tracking with the toys, based on proximity, which lets you now trigger animation. Now think about that. That unlocks kids' books, board games, and immersive experiences. So if you come over to our booth in the playground, you'll see a really dope immersive experience. And again, I want to hint that we're not a toy company, we're not a mobile game company, we're an entertainment developer. So what you're investing in is an IP, it's an original IP. I'm at Nickelodeon, these guys sold to Nickelodeon for 60 mil. That's the minimum goal for me. I really want all of my team to come along with the equity. I want all the investors to grow and understand how we're going to do this and see it happen, right? We've been doing this. We started in 2020 with the Kickstarter, fulfilled it, launched the app, doing the immersive experiences now. So we've got avenues towards growth, and now we're just ready to scale. My team, Chess McElvain, has done an amazing job with the immersive experience out there. We've painted and built everything, so I want you to come see it. And our developers, Octagon Studios, are ready to take our beta app and really make it sing with a lot of beautiful experiences. I want to add meditation to it. I want to add so much that can really add value for kids wanting to have a virtual pet experience. And we're a seed stage startup, but we're really well connected. I've got a lot of network that is so eager to help me because they think this is adorable, and it is. We're seeking 100K immediately so we can scale on our immersive experience and get going on Series 2 of the toys. We're almost out of toys, and you need toys to be a toy company. And then up to 2 mil, which we're probably going to be raising up in November to scale everything else. Here's kind of a roadmap, immersive experience. Everything kind of feeds into the ARI's app. Toys, kids book, board game, have the animated content launch. Immersive experience out there, so come see it at PG-14, and I'm going to leave that running. That's it. Thank you so much, guys.
Okay, judges, questions about this spatial Tamagotchi company?
Were you a collector when you were younger?
Yes, absolutely.
What did you collect?
I grew up in Pakistan, so we had everything come 10 years later. So I grew up with He-Man toys, like Ninja Turtles and Thundercats, things like that. G.I. Joes too. Yeah.
Nice. And is the best example of I remember there's like Skylander?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, right? Like,
yeah.
Wouldn't that be that's the physical?
Digital, yes. Skylanders and Disney Infinity Amiibos are great examples, but those use tech in the toys, RFID chips, to have your experience be a screen-based experience. And to us, it's not a screen-based experience necessarily, it's the toys themselves coming to life. So what's really been key for us is the impact, it's like, how do you get kids to be outside of the screen? These toys, you should see the pictures that I get. People put them in planter pots and like decorate out like little fairy gardens for them. I want people doing that in their lawns. I want people having like wild, flowers, something growing that monarch butterflies can enjoy, like milkweed. Like, I want them to have like a whole space for wildlife crossings. And that's kind of the key with the physical, and that's what AR can really do. You're making people do something digitally, but then they can also impact the real world.
This is really great.
Thank you.
I actually watched on this Skylanders one. So, why raise venture capital? I'm assuming you're raising venture capital. Why not just do crowdfunding? And especially for something like consumer, where they can validate this, you already have validation, there's demand. Have you done that?
We did a Kickstarter. We raised 20K. That's what our start was.
Would you do it again and raise more money from that?
Yeah.
In some ways, you just don't have to report. You're not at the mercy of the VCs and the massive exit, which, potentially. I think you said the upside for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was like, what did you say, 60 million? I mean, that's a massive IP, and that's only 60 million. So I think like for VC, that's not tends not to be the outcome they're looking for. So I'm just questioning whether or not the crowdfunding would be a better avenue for you.
That's an excellent question, and you're right. We have looked into Start Engine and WeFunder campaigns, and that is probably what we will lean towards. But we haven't done the VC route. And we've heard how challenging it is and how difficult it is, but if we find one right partner, they're going to 10x their exit at least, right? Like, are they the kind of VC that's looking for 100x, 1000x? Then we're not the right partners. We're the impact partner. So we want to see kids out there making an impact, making a difference, and entertainment IP is, we feel, the way to do it.
So I have a sort of question to understand the distribution model, then I'll give you VC.
Yeah.
One VC perspective.
Please.
So you have to have the toy to activate the game.
No, the game is free to download. You can have a digital character as soon as you get it. The toy sales are basically how we make our money, because when people get a toy, they scan to unlock and it gets added to their nest. So that's the key point, is by getting the toy, you get to add it to your nest, and now you've got a new virtual pet that you can now put wherever you want in your home too.
Okay, so I would say VCs are like economists, right? You talk to 10 of them, you get 10 different opinions.
Yeah.
And so the reason I ask, because it's a friction, right? Somebody has to get the physical toy to add additional dimension to it. By the way, as Abby said, super cute and creative characters, and congrats on that. So from a VC perspective, and I think what she is hinting perhaps is, this may not be the scalable model, because mobile gaming is very difficult.
Absolutely.
Right? In terms of user acquisition, you want raise enough money to spend, to get the minimum installs to move the needle. So I think the handicap would be, growth based on physical toy distribution, getting the distribution channel going, and managing all that.
Yeah.
Creates a lot of complication in addition to being in the mobile game app ecosystem.
You're absolutely right. And to that end, we've been selling the toys and we've been going through the agents and learning about that process. I don't recommend doing it. It's chaos. The toy world is just as crazy as mobile games. But that's not what you're investing in. We're not a mobile game company, mobile AR only, and we're not a toy company. We're an entertainment developer that is doing all of the things. We're ready for these guys to be in AR glasses. We're ready for immersive experiences. We're ready to scale all of them.
I apologize. Aiman, you're right. You're an entertainment company. I'm talking about the investment difficulty.
Yes.
Because most VCs invest in multiples, not necessarily impact.
Yes.
Doesn't mean impact isn't important, but there's specialized VCs on impact.
Sure.
So anyway, but love the characters and the whole vision.
Thank you. Love the perspective.
Great job. It's a great picture. And give another big round of applause to